It's Hollywood law that we can't go a year without a pain portrayal of a fighter punching their way through life, and this time it's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's turn. He stars alongside Emily Blunt in Benny Safdie's new film, The Smashing Machine, which follows 3 pivotal years in the life of MMA fighter Mark Kerr. Now, usually The Rock's movies aren't my speed, but I was shocked by his performance here. Brendan, would you say you're a big Rock fan? Do you know what he's cooking?
I did go see this film
Yeah.
yesterday. I have to tell you, I got a spray tan in West Hollywood.
So you're fitting right into MMA culture.
Right, exactly, in honor of him. And I brought a towel. I brought my own towel, and I walked into the AMC Grove, and I put the towel down because I didn't want to get my spray tan all over that chair and impact somebody else's life.
This is so vivid and disgusting. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am going insane.
Yeah.
I've been in the city too long, and I watched this film, and I actually felt like there was some transformative acting here being done that I was not expecting, but I haven't seen a lot of The Rock's work. Like, I've never seen Fast and the Furious.
You've never escaped to Witch Mountain.
Is he in that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe I'll check that one out. I love a witch.
I've never seen it. Hopefully he puts a big flag down on Witch Mountain, like let her some Iwo Jima
Is
style.
he trying to get away from Witch Mountain? Or I was confused if they were trying to go to Witch Mountain or come back to Witch Mountain.
He's like, I'm sick of Witch Mountain. I want to go home.
Witch Mountain.
Yeah. That's him on the cover.
Who's on Witch Mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's good. Where's my notebook? This is my hair gel. My hair gel.
Your UCB level 4 shit. Shut the fuck up.
Oh golly. I also Emily Blunt, great American accent.
Yes. The only thing that's confusing to me about her in this movie is how old is she supposed to be?
How old are either of them supposed to be?
It is a little bit confusing. They're a married couple. He is this guy who was a
They're not
MMA
even
fighter.
Married. They're girlfriends.
Yes, yeah.
They're
She's his girlfriend. They, of course, have been in other movies together. They were in Jungle Cruise, old-time friends. But I will say this about any movie about a fighter. It has a long way to go to prove it is doing anything new. Not only is this an old genre of sports film, it's basically the oldest. Like, we were full of boxing movies by the end of the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's the same thing. They're
Babyface.
Yeah. Yes, precisely. You know, we had like Golden Boy with William Holden. You have The Champ with Wallace Beery. It's one of the first Best Actor wins. But it's kind of always the same thing. The fighter character is this dogged guy, quote unquote, down on his luck. And they're always sympathetic and unsympathetic in familiar ways. They're always like, you know, they're unsympathetic in that they have a bad temper, like this character does in this movie. Sympathetic in that he's trying to get his life together. And so there's like an internal battle there. So for the first like hour of this movie, I was pretty annoyed by how expected it was. Even though Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is great. You can tell this is a passion movie project of his, and it is. He's the one who brought this all together. The point of the movie is that at the end, one kind of twisty thing occurs that is not the norm for a boxing movie. Like, he expects one outcome and gets another. And I just don't know that that's enough to rest the movie on.
No. First off, I loved the way this movie. I really struggle with fighting movies because of the violence. There's a moment where Dwayne is like talking to a woman, and she's like, "That's too violent for me," and I'm like, "Oh, me! I represented on screen."
And it was really Carol Channing. Who was that?
Yes. He's talking to this older woman in like a doctor's office, and
Oh,
then
yes.
the movie sort of becomes like an addiction movie.
Yes.
Which I'm interested in. I love rehab films. 28 Days, Sandra Bullock. I went to rehab. We watched rehab movies in rehab, but then that wasn't necessarily what the movie was about. And then the movie was ultimately about like him going to Japan and
For this big bout.
trying to win this fight. And so, yeah, I kind of was enjoying the hair and the ride and the way it looked on film. Like, I hate the look of digital, and so I loved the way this looked. I like Benny Safdie a lot. But yeah, and I liked the performance from the other MMA fighter.
He was great, and he was a legit fighter.
So grounded, like
Yeah.
easy, believable. But yeah, I don't find the world that compelling because I don't quite understand it. And I think that they were trying to rest it on like the idea that nothing feels better than when you're dominating another man, honey,
Yep.
in the ring. and trying to grapple with like that, the addiction to that feeling. But yeah, ultimately then like his girlfriend's kind of annoying. And there's a moment where I thought that it was going to end a different way. And I was like, I'm in an empty theater at the AMC Grove with my spray tan laying on my towel. And I go, ah! But then I'm sorry to spike the mic, but then it ended up not being that.
Yes. Also, Emily Blunt in this movie turns into a character where she's so ridiculous with him that you're like, why is this relationship still going on? I mean she's doing nothing but quote unquote distracting him and making him feel bad, and it just becomes an abusive relationship.
Women are
quickly.
A distraction, and I've been saying this.
Universally as a species, they're all out to get us. I do want to say, like, it is cool to watch The Rock be dropped in. Like, there's not a moment in this movie where I feel like it's a stretch or it's going for excess sympathy. In a way, I think that contributed to me being bored early on, because he was so just being on screen, being realistic, that I was caught up in what is cliche about the movie in a way. But I do feel like as a sports movie, it doesn't give me enough novelty. And then it got me thinking about what I actually want from sports movies. But guess what? The other Safdie brothers are about to come out with that movie Marty Supreme, which is the ping pong movie starring Timothée Chalamet and Gwyneth Paltrow. And people are fucking obsessed with it. Apparently, it just aired last night, or screened last night, and people are all about it. And if there's something I want from a sports movie, it is the return of Gwyneth Paltrow.
I was just going to say that. Yes. When I saw her in that trailer, I was like, Gwyneth? Goop? My Uber Eats queen?
Yeah. Excuse me. People don't understand that Goop Kitchen lays it down.
Goop Kitchen lays it down. Goop Kitchen, it's a licensing deal.
Yeah.
She's making so much money off Goop Kitchen, and it's all from me.
Yeah, no, I am in the teriyaki bowl that I own. Like I'm sitting waiting for her to take my money.
I'm doing this play. I'm talking about like how I ordered delivery, and like the driver was taking a bunch of wrong turns. This actress, she looks at me and she goes, "I've never ordered delivery."
Excuse me?
And I went, what? And I was like you've never used Uber Eats? And she was just like, no, I used to call when I lived in New York, and then I would go pick it up. But I like getting in my car and going to pick up food. And I was like, I've never met somebody who hasn't not ordering delivery. Actresses, they really are our most special people.
I speaking of which, I believe Drew Droege told me a story once about a quite famous actress, and he said that he told her, "Oh, I just went to Wendy's." She goes, "Oh, what's that like?" Like she had no fucking idea.
I love that.
Yeah.
Keep It is brought to you by Reproductive Freedom for All's podcast, My Body, My Pod. Reproductive freedom is under attack like never before. We're at a breaking point and the stakes are higher than ever. That's why you have to check out My Body, My Pod, a new podcast with Mini Timmaraju, president and CEO of Reproductive Freedom for All, and a leading voice in the fight for abortion rights. Through honest interviews and immersive storytelling, they're breaking through the noise to share what's really happening in the fight for reproductive freedom. If you want to be a part of the nationwide fight for abortion rights, this show is for you. As a listener, you'll get to hear from leaders and changemakers who share wisdom from the front lines, stories of the challenges folks are enduring across the country, and a vision for the future we're determined to win. The fight for reproductive freedom has never been more urgent, and it's never been more important. Check out My Body, My Pod with Mini Timmaraju on YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Keep It is brought to you by Soul. My friends and I love a good night out, but what they don't love is being out of commission the next day. Luckily, we found a great alternative, Soul's out-of-office gummies, which give you that light, happy buzz without the hangover or groggy next morning. Soul is a wellness brand that believes feeling good should be fun and easy. Soul specializes in delicious hemp-derived THC and CBD products designed to boost your mood and help you unwind. Their best-selling out-of-office gummies were designed to provide a mild, relaxing buzz, boost your mood, and enhance creativity and relaxation. With 5 different strengths, you can tailor the dose to fit your vibe, from a gentle 1.5 milligram dose to their newest 15 milligram gummy for a more elevated, if you will, experience. And if you like their out-of-office gummies, try the new out-of-office beverage, a refreshing alcohol-free alternative that's perfect for winding down on the couch or socializing with friends. With wellness at the forefront, you can feel good about what you're putting in your body. All of Soul's products are made from organically farmed, USA-grown hemp and are vegan, gluten-free, low in sugar, and federally legal. Bring on the good vibes and treat yourself to Soul today. Right now, Soul is offering our audience 30% off your entire order. Go to getsoul.com and use the code KEEPIT. That's getsoul.com, promo code KEEPIT for 30% off.
To get back to this
Please
film,
do.
The movie's about fighting, and I love a sports movie. Sports movies can feel so euphoric. A movie I love about fighting, The Fighter,
Yes.
Melissa Leo.
Yes.
I felt like this character, for me, he kind of appears out of thin air in the beginning, and then he's sort of rudderless. Not rudder. He has no context other than like
yes, you're sort of just dropped into the story
he
and
used
into
to be
his
a
life.
wrestler,
Yeah.
and now he's got this girlfriend. But I'm like, who's his family? Like, what made him want to be a fighter? What's he fighting for other than like kind of a fair amount of money? Can he have no other job? We've seen The Wrestler, the Mickey Rourke film, where it's like it's basically all he can do. And I'm like, this guy actually has kind of a nice life in Arizona. Couldn't he like be a commentator?
Yeah. No, precisely. Also, you just put your finger on something like I don't know that I was obsessed with the movie The Fighter when it came out, other than I love Amy Adams in it.
Oh, she's so good.
Take that nasty hair right out of your fucking head or whatever she got. So good. But that's the rare movie about a fighter where other characters are as fascinating. You know, like even like Raging Bull, like Joe Pesci is good, Kathy Moriarty is good, but it's about Jake LaMotta. Like it's centered around that person. Like Rocky only really has Rocky. Adrian doesn't get much to do. So I appreciated that about that movie. But I feel like we are still due for another great fighter movie. Creed is about as close as we came in the past 10 years, I think.
Aren't we about to get a Sydney Sweeney fighting movie?
Yes, we are. And I feel
Okay.
like she's going to be good, and the movie is going to be a D+.
Jury's out.
Yes.
I mean, what's the Hilary Swank film?
Oh, $1 Million Baby.
$1 Million
Yes.
Baby. That's a great fighting movie. I really struggle watching women get hit like that.
Yes.
Even
Ugh.
the men in this film, and it's like Ultimate Fighting is the most violent one ever, we're being told. And it felt like, oh, this is kind of like the same level of violence as Roadhouse.
Yeah, right.
In terms
exactly.
of like people having their faces smashed in.
Yes. I also think this movie ends very light. Like they tie it up like showing you the real life guy, and in a way like he literally waves at the camera. I'm like it's like you just took the prestige out of this movie.
Yeah, the ending is strange for me. There is a moment where The Rock has this great wig on. The wigs are doing great work in this film.
Yeah.
Emily Blunt has hair, and thank you A24. So The Rock has this wig, this Jerry curl situation that he used to have, and then halfway through 3/4 of the way he shaves his head, and I went, oh, The Rock.
Right.
So then they give him a little goatee, and then you're like, oh, he's the character again.
Yeah, there are qualities about him that he seems weirdly unrecognizable, even though it could be nobody else but The Rock in this movie.
Yeah.
You know.
I love that guy. Also, clothes on him, he does look like a little toddler.
Yeah.
Because, like, the clothes are all clearly, like, custom made and, like, too big in strange ways because he's so buff. Yeah, the clothes, I'm thinking the whole time about how the tailoring is working.
Yeah, and even just the way he walks is like a little bit, like a kid trying to be serious.
You work out a lot, right?
Every once in a
If
while.
you could look like that, would you want to?
No, I like having my sinewy, hard Sigourney body.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if listeners are on your close friends, but if you're not on Louis Vertel's close friends, you're only getting half the story.
This bitch.
I feel like
This bitch outing me.
I feel like I'm your aunt on their close friends. Like, you are posting great body pics, and I'm just like, that's my nephew, and he's fucking hot.
Well, I
You
hope
can cut that if you want. Or don't.
Oh, I am the smashing machine ultimately.
Yeah, smash me, daddy.
I
Smash
spend
me,
my
Aunt
time
Lisa.
with my good friend Brendan. I feel like this is a movie that's going to fade before Oscar season, though. I think the only chance it had would have been maybe an Emily Blunt supporting nomination, but ultimately the character isn't given enough to do. It has one dramatic moment ultimately for her.
It does that Uncut Gems Safdie thing for me where I am stressed the whole time that something horrible is going to happen to this man. And I obviously don't know anything about Mark Kerr. All love to Mark. I just didn't follow it when I was that age. So I was like, something bad's going to happen. Something bad's going to happen. And then ultimately that stress kind of dissipates.
Yeah, right. No, you know what? A recent movie about fighting that I did think deserved a little bit more love was, did you see The Iron Claw with Zac Efron?
I did not, kind of for a similar reason. I struggle with these fighting films.
And well, that was grim. That has a sense
I
of foreboding
heard was
about
very
it,
grim.
and boy, does it live up to it. And then you also give Maura Tierney giving a enigmatic and memorable performance as an aloof mother, which hits
I
me right in the
should
core.
check that out.
Yeah. Zac Efron's really good in it, though. I felt bad that he didn't get more kind of prestige clout from that. But I'm still waiting for another great sports movie, but maybe Martyr Supreme is it. We will see. Anyway, when we're back, Brendan and I will get into our favorite segment of the episode. It's Keep It.
Keep It is brought to you by Acorns. What is my greatest money mistake? I believe it is trying to understand money at all. I feel bad about myself when I try to function in a capitalistic society. Not because I'm above it, it's that I'm not smart enough to understand it. And so I can't go back in time to fix who I am, but moving forward, I can take the intricacies of money management out of my hands with Acorns. Acorns is the financial wellness app that helps you invest for your future, save for tomorrow, and spend smarter today. Acorns makes it easy to start doing more with your money. In fact, you can start automatically investing with just your spare change. Plus, Acorns can support your money goals in life, like a new car, a first home, investing for your kids, saving up for retirement, and so much more. I love Acorns because it does the thinking for me. It takes thinking out of my life for me. It says, you've got some extra money, we can make some extra money, and it's as simple as that. Sign up now with Acorns, and it'll boost your account with a $5 bonus investment. Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $25 billion with Acorns. Head to acorns.com/keepit or download the Acorns app to get started. Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 2 compensation provided. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/keepit. Keep It is brought to you by Factor. Fall always feels like a reset. Between back to school, busier routines, and shorter days, finding time to cook can be tough. And in fact, I refuse to find the time at all. That's why I love Factor. Their chef-prepped, dietitian-approved meals make it easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious, no matter how hectic the season gets. With Factor, you can choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp, and at no extra cost. For the first time, try Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and more. I have eaten Factor for years. I'm going to eat it today, and I'm in New York. That seems crazy, right? I eat Factor every single week. There are some weeks when I don't even make specific preferences about the meals, and I know that when they show up, they'll be delicious anyway. So it's as random or as specific as you want your meals to be. Eat smart at factormeals.com/keepit50off and use code KEEPIT50off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code KEEPIT50off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase.
And now it's time for our favorite segment of the episode. It's Keep It. Brendan, I have to say this has never happened in the history of the show. You brought an affidavit or papers.
Actually, you do need to sign this. Okay. And we can't be friends anymore.
You have a very specific Keep It, and I want you to get into it.
Okay, yeah, so I did write something because ultimately I'm a straight-A student, and that's my trauma. This is going to be something you think you don't care about, but you're going to care about. It is a great time of year to be a sports fan. The WNBA finals are going, the MLB baseball is going, the NBA is about to start. Hi, Luca, and it's also football or whatever. And it's a great time for me, as a gay guy who connects with his dad through sports, to text my dad things like, Notre Dame's looking good this week. I love you. However, there is trouble in River City, and it starts with G, and it ends with online sports betting.
Oh.
In the past few years, the proliferation of sports betting has moved gambling from a taboo sideshow to the main event. Online sports betting is that they're now partners with pro sports leagues, sponsors of major sports podcasts and news, and huge revenue sources for media companies through apps like ESPN Bet. Since the 2018 Supreme Court case Murphy versus the NCAA paved the way for states to legalize sports betting, the number of states with sports books has grown from 1, Nevada, or Nevada if you're nasty, to 38 in 2014, and 94% of this betting is happening online. To play sports bets, you used to have to go to a casino or have a friend who looked like Sebastian Maniscalco, or best, Billy Zane. Hi, Billy. And now you can do it from your toilet. And if you're saying, oh, Brendan, you're such a no-fun school mom, sports betting is just a little gag to spice up my Sundays. Well, sorry, that character. A study from the University of California, San Diego's Qualcomm Institute and School of Medicine revealed a dramatic increase in sports betting and gambling addiction help seekers since 2018. And the main target, you're going to feel this deeply, straight men ages 18 to 35, which I know makes up 0% of your audience.
Right. They've never heard of me.
This is a straight guy PSA. Dudes are being inundated with advertisements daily telling them that sports betting is a fun way to amp up the experience and connect with friends. Their Instagram ads are pushing gambling with promos like how mine push athletic shorts with photos of bulges. Is that what yours is?
Oh, dang.
What is that about?
I know. And sometimes they're AI, which is so depressing.
And I'm like, I don't want the shorts. I'm just looking at the bulge.
Yeah.
They got me. And then I'll see friends in those shorts, and I'll be like, you saw the shorts ad, didn't you? Our men, our straight guys, are being sucked into the underworld. And this is a Taylor Swift thing. We need to Orpheus their Eurydice butts before it's too late. And ladies, if you're listening and you're like, I don't care about sports betting, that has nothing to do with me. Truth bomb, hitting him with a truth bomb. Your man is losing more money on sports betting than he's telling you. If he has the DraftKings app on his phone, he's not just putting $20 here or there. He's opening up another credit card that's going into that account. And because of that, he is throwing money down the drain that could be going towards your mortgage, your kids' education, or a couple's trip to Cabo where you meet a fun, wacky couple from Milwaukee and become lifelong swingers. And gay guys, if you're like, this has nothing to do with me, sports betting is calling into question the fairness of everything from the Super Bowl to our Super Bowl, the 2026 Women's Olympic Figure Skating Championships.
Yes.
Picture this. It's 2026 and world champion Alyssa Liu nails a perfect routine. Gold medal coming home to America. When the scores come in, a few tenths of a point have been shaved off by the judge from Italy. A judge who has $1 million on the line secretly through online sports betting. And who can blame him? He's making way more money gambling than he would judging this competition. And as Fergie would say, be Italian.
She's always saying that, even outside that movie.
Have you met Fergie?
Right.
I sat behind her in a Moschino show, and we had such a good connection, she and I. As Big Bet is turning casual fans into degenerate gamblers, online abuse directed at athletes has grown. According to Jeff Bezos' Washington Post, college athletes are facing significant abuse amid a surge in harassment unleashed by America's gambling boom. Students are subject to death threats, harassment, and demands of money, as if losers. Sports betting is negatively impacting athletes. It's negatively impacting viewers of the show who are developing gambling addictions, and it's negatively impacting the competition itself. The only people coming out on top are the stakeholders who are doing everything in their power to separate Americans from their money. In 2024, combined revenue from casino games, sports betting, and iGaming hit $66.52 billion, a 10% jump from the previous year's record. And politicians are sitting back and raking in the contributions. The House always wins, and we're getting fucked! Most soberingly, when a professional football team loses a game unexpectedly, studies show domestic violence rates can increase by 10% in the team's home market. New research has found that this effect is amplified by 10 percentage points in states where sports betting is legalized. The opportunity cost of someone you love becoming a closet gambling addict can be your whole future. And people inside sports can't say anything about this because now it's their paycheck. Athletes can't say anything because they're of what their employers would lose if they were to come out against sports betting. And so it falls on me, a gay guy who, doesn't know what a parlay is, and I'll never find out. So sports betting online, you can keep it.
Oh, my God. First of all, that was we thought Guy Branum last week was the definitive keep it of all time. Who the fuck is Guy Branum? That was fabulously done. And also so treacherous. I mean, how can it be undone?
I have so much addiction in my family, Irish Catholic, mental illness.
Dang.
And the idea that they're making this seem like a fun thing breaks my heart. And I love straight men. I love you so much. I care for you. I've been to 3 straight bachelor parties, and at all of them, I had to stay at Circa, which is off strip, and it has the largest swim-up sports book in the world, and I had to stay there. What? This is impacting me personally and my vacations.
You know, I have to say, I did sort of think the obsession with sports, the ongoing obsession with sports, was ultimately pretty pure. You know, that like people are, you know, like still little leaguers at heart and like still going out there and just wanting to see like the best people. But you're right. It's like this completely tainted, cynical, and strange experience, a warped experience.
It's taking something that really can connect you to your boys or your girls or your lesbians. Lesbians, are you sports gambling? Well, have I got news for you? It can connect you to people. You know, I text my dad. Notre Dame's doing great. Illinois is doing great. We're talking about our teams. It can take something pure as a way for typically men to connect, and men most often can't connect with each other, and taint it because it's actually making you lose money.
Yeah.
And that makes me really sad.
It is sad, and very provocative. And you know, you're right. There's just a whole web of corporateness in it, and stakes for everybody involved. The idea that the players are tainted by it, it's like fuck.
Oh yeah, Pete Rose famously was banned from baseball for life for gambling. Players are gambling on every game they're in, and there's more investigations into players gambling. Malik Beasley was investigated for gambling. He was exonerated. Somebody signed Malik. But, yeah, it's definitely going to impact the fairness of the game. And picture this. You're like an Olympic rower, and you make $10,000 a year rowing, and then on the side you work at Groupon and you're salaried. You go to the rowing competition, and you throw it, and you bet against yourself, and you make more money than you would ever make rowing.
Right.
It's fucked up.
No, it's like there's a little Riyadh comedy festival lodged in every single sporting event.
Every single one of our phones. It's fucked up, and nobody's doing anything about it, and so it's fallen on me.
Thank you.
Crooked Media.
Thank you so much for that. I am going to do a very short keep it. My keep it this week goes to whatever the fuck is going on with Dolly Parton's health. She released a statement about this. She canceled the residency she had coming up, and she said, "I want the fans and public to hear directly from me that unfortunately I will need to postpone my upcoming Las Vegas concerts. As many of you know, I've been dealing with some health challenges. I did not know that. And my doctors tell me that I must have a few procedures. As I joke with them, it must be time for my 100,000-mile checkup, although it's not the usual trip to see my plastic surgeon. In all seriousness, given this, I am not going to be able to rehearse and put the show together that I want you to see and the show that you deserve to see. You pay good money to see me perform, and I want to be at my best for you." What the fuck is going on? What are a few procedures? I know she generally is pretty cagey with audiences. Like if she tells you what's going on with her, it's always sprinkled in with a few one-liners, you know, which is like her general showgirl, showbiz.
Talk about someone whose personal life we don't know about.
Oh no! Excuse me. If I ever have children, they're going to be raised in a progressive household where they know the tooth fairy isn't real and Dolly Parton's husband isn't real. Okay, that's what's happening. So the fact that she is being this upfront to me says something really is the matter, and it just is deeply frightening. I know she is a hardcore, maybe the most beloved entertainer we have. I still can't shake the notion that she is underrated for how much she has written for herself. You know, like, again, it seems like all people know is Jolene or I Will Always Love You. Maybe they know 9 to 5. There are so many fabulous songs beyond that. They're so touching, like Bargain Store and Joshua and
Here I Go Again.
Here I Go. Oh, one of the great songs written by Cynthia Weil and Barry Mann. One of the rare songs that she didn't write for herself.
I love your brain.
Yeah, the trio albums with Emmylou Harris and Linda Ronstadt, and go on and on and on. Her fabulous performances in movies, even like the bad ones, like Best Little Whorehouse in Texas or Rhinestone. So she's great in.
9 to 5, one of the great films.
Oh my God, everybody is flawless in those movies. The one-liners are
Wacky.
popping.
Talk about a movie that gets wacky.
Yes. Brendan, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for that fabulous keep. Truly one for the books. Where can people find you this weekend?
You can find me in a play called Big Bear at the Elysian Theater in Los Angeles. You can follow me on Instagram at bscan. I'm also dabbling in TikTok at Brendan Scannell.
I wonder if that will happen for me. I've avoided it so long, and I feel like I do want to get on there and talk about old Hollywood, but at the same time, I know they've got that covered. So I'm exhausted already.
I could listen to you do anything.
Oh,
and I
okay.
think your fans could as well.
All right. Thank you. How nice of you. That's our show, and we'll see you next week with more Keep It.